A traditional Italian cappuccino is made up of 3 parts. 1/3 single espresso, 1/3 textured milk, and 1/3 creamy milk foam. And that's served in a 6-ounce cup. But here in Ireland, we want to have something slightly different. So we prefer our cappuccinos in 10 to 12 ounces. So today, I'm going to put a different twist on it and show you how we make our cappuccinos that are not so traditional. Hi, I'm James, and this is Coffee Perfection. So let me show you how we make our not so traditional cappuccino, but there's a couple of things we're going to need first. One is a 600ml milk pitcher, because I'm going to be using a 10 to 12 ounce cup. Next is obviously fresh coffee beans and a cocoa shaker. Now the fresh coffee that we're using today is a blend that is more on the traditional side than what we usually use. And the ratio of this coffee is 16.5 grams, 50 mils of liquid espresso, and we want that to extract in about 24 seconds. So the first step is to brew our shot of espresso. So I'm gonna grab my portafilter, flush my group head, and always remember to clean that portafilter. Even when there's no coffee inside, you wanna make sure it's nice and dry and nice and clean. Now we're using 16.5 grams. Distribute the bed of coffee so it's nice and flat, and tamp with a medium to firm pressure. Wipe off the top and clean the top rim of the basket of portafilter. Get my 10-ounce cup, lock in my portafilter and brew my shot immediately. And we're looking for an extraction of about 24 seconds. So the next thing I need is to steam my milk. So I'm using full-fat cow's milk today. I'm using a 600ml pitcher, and I'm using about 200 mils of milk. And I want to increase the amount of volume of milk in the jug by about 25 to 30%. So I need to turn on my steam wand, get rid of that water, make sure it's nice and clean. Angle the steam wand just about 1 centimeter underneath the surface of the milk and then off center. Because I want to create that lovely vortex and whirlpool action to want the milk to really bind together so it's really creamy. So when I turn it on full, and I want to lower my jug immediately, and I texture that until I get to 25 to 30% increase of the volume that I started with. I want to really have that done before I reach around 40 degrees, which is just when I start to feel heat on the outside of the jug. When I have that done, which is about now, raise up the jug to stop the texturing process. When that's reached temperature, turn it off. Wipe immediately. And always don't forget to purge and wipe. Grab my espresso and my cocoa. I'm just going to put a nice dusting of chocolate on top of the espresso, like so, and leave that down. Now I want to just texture my milk. If there's any bubbles, give it a little tap and just textures. And the reason that we put the chocolate on top of the espresso is we want that chocolate flavor, a little hint of chocolate all the way through from the first to the last sip. Because I always find that when you put chocolate just on the milk at the top, after the first couple of mouthfuls, it's gone. Gonna pour directly into the middle of the coffee, mix around. When it's halfway full, stop, pour faster, let the milk all fold out, lift, and draw through. And that's how we make our not so traditional cappuccino.